Hey there, Jesus. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. This is Ashley, and this is a video that I was talking to you about over on Instagram. So I'm going to go over this current website that I have up as if it was yours, just to give you an idea of what a website should look like, and just really break it all down for you. This is our client out in Los Angeles. This is obviously a website that we built. But yeah, again, just to give you an idea, I'll keep this video as short as I can. I don't want to waste either of our time. So when you are finished watching this video, just reach out. I'd love to talk some more. We can kind of take it from there. So first thing I want to start with is when it comes to having a website, it's all about how user-friendly that website is, how easy it is for somebody to navigate on your site, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your site for whatever reason. Now, what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your site, some people are looking to click on your phone number, talk to you on the phone, and that's it. While other people, they don't want to talk on the phone. It might be late, they might be at work, whatever the reasoning may be. So we need to make sure that we have an option for those types of people as well who don't want to talk on the phone. So what we find in high-ranking websites is they tend to have a click-to-call phone number right from the start of the website, as well as a form submission option, again, right from the start without them having to scroll. Now, what we also find with these two options is they're also great for client conversions, which is great for you. So the next thing I want to touch base on is your content. Now, when it comes to content is considered king in the eyes of Google, and that is because Google can only read. So the more content, the better. Now, scrolling through, we have enough content in order to, one, be considered an authority, two, fit in our keywords that are so extremely important, and I'll show you some of your keywords here in a little bit, but those keywords are what people are typing in Google to find you and to find the services that you offer. So if you don't have those keywords throughout your content strategically, then one, nobody's going to find you for those services, and that leads to you not getting any business, and we obviously don't want that. So we definitely want to make sure that we have enough content to fit in these keywords. That way when somebody types that in, our client shows up and we have enough to beat out our competition, because that's the thing. You can have 1,600 words of keyword-rich authoritative content, and then let's say your competitor has 1,700 words of keyword-rich authoritative content. They're now beating you out as far as content goes. So speaking of your competition, I did a general search in the area. I could have done so many different searches, but again, this video is just to give you an idea of what we're about here at Diamond City Digital, what we plan to do for you, and how we plan to ultimately take your business to the next level. So based on this search that I did, these guys from the organic section are one of your guys' competitors. I'm not sure if you've heard of them before, but I'm going to show you guys how to beat them. Now, looking at their site, I will be upfront and honest right from the get-go. They have a outdated looking website, but that's the thing, is you can have the best looking website that there is, but if you don't have the power going to that website, it does not matter how good looking, how terrible looking your site is or not. Nobody's going to see it if it's not ranking on the first page of Google. Nobody's going to the second, third, fourth page of Google. If you're not on that first page, you're not maximizing your traffic to its fullest potential, and that's obviously an issue. So looking through at their site, you know, we can see that they have a little bit of content, but it's not enough to be considered an authority. So I'm not worried about that at all. Once we go and and do what we need to do as far as your website goes and get the content in there, then we'll be beating these guys out. Now, as far as those keywords go, basically what would happen is if we were to decide to start working together, I would go do competitive keyword research. Based on that research, I'd find the keywords that we know are going to bring you and your company more business. We send those keywords out to our professional content writers, and what they do is they strategically embed those keywords throughout the content they're writing, throughout the headings they're writing, the headers, and they're strategically placing them that way you don't get flagged for keyword stuffing. So coming back over here, I just want to break down Google for you a little bit based on this search that I did. So Google's broken down into 3 different sections. The first section, as you can see, is the Google Guaranteed section. Now this area, and I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but I'll touch base real quick on it. Basically, Google will guarantee the job up to a certain percentage in terms of money. Now, the conversion rate for these are pretty high, and that's great for you guys because, as I'm sure you're well aware, when somebody's calling you, they're more prone to actually making a purchase rather than just filling out a form submission like I was talking about earlier. Now, as of right now, I do not see that you guys are running any Google guaranteed ads, but again, if we were to start working together down the road and that's something you're interested in, or we see that was something that would fit your company and that you guys would benefit from, that's something that we would have a conversation about. But as of right now, I haven't done the research to know if you would benefit from these or not, and we're not about you guys losing money. We want you to make more money. So this next section I'm going over is the Google My Business section, GMB. And basically, in order to get in this section, it requires a few different things. But to start, you need a Google My Business listing. And as I was looking, I do not see that you guys have a listing as of right now, which is definitely something that we would want to do. And that's also something that we offer. So I'm just going to go over this listing here, which is again our client Brico Plumbing, just to give you an idea of what a listing looks like and what one should look like if it was done professionally and correctly. So the first thing is with your listing, we want to make sure all your information is correct and all professionally filled out. All your services that you're offering, all are on there. We also want to make sure that you have reviews. We want to have geotagged pictures. We want to be posting on your listing weekly about the different services that you have to offer. There's a lot that goes into that, but that is all what gets you ranked in this area here. So once we were to do that, we'd go find out all the citations these guys have themselves listed in. Go list you in all those on top of 200 to 300 more, because whatever your competitors had to do, we are going to have to do just that and then some, because we want to beat them out. Now, this area is a section that you want to be in, as any of these sections are, because just like with your website, how some people come to just call you, some people come to just message you, that's the same thing with Google. Some people come and they strictly come to the Google Guaranteed section. Other people strictly come to this section, so on and so forth. So as of right now, you're missing out on all the business that strictly comes to this area. So moving on down to the last section of Google that I'm going to go over, this area directly deals with your website. Now, in order to get ranked in this area, it requires having the most relevant backlinks. Now, you guys are not going to show up on this first page because you guys don't have a website, but this is where we want you to be. So in order to get you in this area, we need to beat out your competition in every aspect possible. And how we do that is we come to a paid resource I pay monthly for. Now, let me come over here. And this is your current competitor. Now, I would show you, if you had a website, I would show you, what the strength of your website is, how much traffic you're getting. But because you don't have one, we know that it's all zeros. So you're really only going up from here. So taking a look at your competitor, we can see their UR is a 9. This number goes all the way up to 100. This is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. So they're rated a 9, which is not too great, to be honest. We would expect this number to be a lot higher, in the 20s, so on and so forth. Now, the backlinks they have over 200 backlinks, but the power of those backlinks is not even a full point, which again, this goes all the way up to 100, which tells me these backlinks are spammy, they're weak, they're not relevant, and they could be hurting their rankings. But as of right now, because there's not much competition in the area, they're just there because of that reason. So if these backlinks are good enough to get them where they're at, they're good enough to get you where they're at as well. So we'd go and get those pointing back at you on top of adding the backlinks that only we have access to. Now, they are currently being found for over 220 organic keywords, and I'll show you some of those here in a little bit. But because of all of this, they're getting over 550 people to their website each and every month. This is a per month number. That's a lot of business that you guys are missing out on just from one of your guys' competitors. Because if I go to Google and I search any other services, like even if I do, let's say, plumbing company, you can do so many different searches and you have completely different competitors. Like you have another competitor, A.Diamond. So let's take a look over here and see how much business you are missing out from them. There we go. I didn't want to waste any time, but you're missing out on over 200 traffic from them per month. And that's just two of your competitors. That's a lot of business. There is a lot of business in the area. Now, to show you where they're getting that business directly from, these are the keywords that I was talking about that people type in Google each and every month. So 600 people are going in Google typing plumbers Long Beach, and 67 of them are directly going to their site. That's all business that could be yours. Now, it's not as simple as having these keywords in your content. We need to add power to those keywords. That way they gain positions. 1 through 10 is the first page, which is where we want you to be. Now, let's just take a look at what other search volume there is in your area. 450 people typing plumbing Long Beach. 350, another 350, 300, 150. You can see that there's people looking for the services that you have to offer. You're just not being found as of right now. So just to come back to this website that we made, or that I was talking about earlier, I just want to kind of go over what a website should be. So what we like to do is we want to have all of our services in drop-down menus where when somebody comes to your site, they don't have to scroll and dig and guess what services you offer, let alone what areas you offer those services in. So it takes the guesswork out and makes your site that much more user-friendly, and you look more professional because of it. Same thing with all the different locations that you're willing to travel to. We like to have all those in drop-down menus. Like I said before, the click-to-call phone number, the form submission option. We just have websites that are completely customized and catered to the business background, so on and so forth. Our websites are built correctly from the platform that they are built on. Our websites are built to rank, and they're built to bring business. These are all social media ads that I've created that cycle through, that go on each and every week. And yeah, just like I said, absolutely beautifully customized websites that bring business and show results. You see what you're currently getting, which is 0, versus what you could be getting just based on 2 of your competitors alone. So really, it's up to you at this point if you would like to take your business to the next level. If so, we are here to absolutely help in any which way that we possibly can. And I hope to hear from you soon. I hope you enjoyed, and have a great day. Bye, Jesus.